How to Win with a Purple Heart, D-Day. This is Lessons in History. I'm Roger Weston. Welcome to my world where history repeats itself every day. We shine the light on great events, great disasters, great villains, and great heroes. We peel back the layers of history and shine the light and uncover the lessons from the past that we can apply in our own lives in order to overcome adversity. But first, one of the great masters of overcoming adversity in any circumstance is the hero of my recent novel, The Recruiter. His name is Chuck Brandt, a legendary government operative. Chuck has now been targeted by his top secret, super secret government intelligence agency. They've targeted him for death. Now, that was not very well thought out. They've put Chuck's back against the wall, and Chuck isn't going to back down anytime, any place, anywhere. They really should have thought that one through a little better. Grab a copy today. It's the Recruiter by Roger Weston. Now back to history. 1944. Normandy, France. D-Day. 35 men step off of their landing craft into waist-deep water and wade ashore. As they're waiting for the shoreline, water is exploding all around them as rockets detonate. One man who makes it ashore, Roy Wallstrom. Now, Roy Wallstrom, as soon as he gets ashore, the battle continues. He just keeps on fighting, and he heads inland with his infantry. Now, Roy, not before long, a fragment rips through his hand, and Roy's commander sends him back to the beach where the medics take a look at his wound. Now the medics reach in, they pull out a Purple Heart, they hand it to him. Roy stuffs the Purple Heart into his pocket, and they tell him to get back to work. So Roy returns to the fight, and he fights on. And he carries that Purple Heart with him throughout battle after battle throughout the whole war. Now Roy shows us a lot about life in the way he behaved in D-Day and in the subsequent months of battle, because Roy had a choice. He could have become a malinger. He could have exaggerated his wounds. He could have gone AWOL. He could have shot himself in the foot. He might have done a lot of things, but Roy didn't take any of those options. Roy simply stuffed that Purple Heart in his pocket and returned to the heat of the battle. And we're all on different paths in life, and we all take different kinds of wounds in different circumstances, but we're all taking our licks sooner or later. We're all going to get hurt sooner or later. And we all have a choice, just like Roy did. We all have a choice we can whine and we can decide we want to whine and complain for the rest of our life and call ourselves victims, or we can stuff that Purple Heart in our pocket and fight on as best we can with what we have. One person who is a master of fighting on, no matter how badly he's wounded, is, yes, Chuck Brandt in The Recruiter. Chuck Brandt is extremely tenacious, and pick up a copy today at Amazon. Thanks for watching. I'm Roger Weston, and this is Lessons in History.